younger guys do the job.
Definitely, I think they'll take the burden off his shoulders a little bit. Joao Felix, promising youngster for Atletico Madrid. Diego Jota doing same for Liverpool. Fernandes at United. So I think the focus will now shift from Ronaldo to other players who are doing incredibly well for their sides. And I think they'll have a fine work.
All right, good afternoon. Can you hear us? All right, we don't have enough time. Let's look at the Women's League because it's fascinating. Just at the MPFL has started, the Women's League started before the Men's League. And let's look at the table because Bayelsa Queens are right up there. SC Robo Queens are second. Rivers Angels are moved up to the third after their 1-0 win.
Well, not surprising, but we have to give kudos to the board of the Aisha Folode-led NWFL board to taking the bull by the horn and giving us women football in Nigeria. So far, so good. No hitch, no problem. COVID-19 mandatory test done, submitted to whosoever authorities are in charge of checking if they are all COVID-free before action could take place. And after 4 match days, no problem. But Bayelsa Queens started the season like a house on fire. They played 4 matches, winning all 4. And I'm not surprised because this is a team that have in the last 2 or 3 seasons picked the NWFL title, so they are a force to be reckoned with. For Rivers Angels, those 2 away draws have really been our undoing this season. In terms of home form, we've been very perfect. But I think there's still much to play for in the league. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so we should expect more twist and turn as season goes on. And then another one to add here is that for the first time, there's the CAF Champions League for the Women's League. And so the competition is now Steve. It's no longer the titles for Rivers Angels now. The defending champion. It's no longer because now everybody's fighting for that CAF ticket. Yeah, so 2 tickets to each footballing country, and Nigeria should be able to present 2 of the very best. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's Rivers Angels and one other team. And I think it's interesting now because there's something to play for in women's football these days, and that's a place in the CAF Women's Champions League. Nigeria
should dominate the Women's League because we're dominating the African Women's Champions League. We've won it time to time. But you know, the South African League is also coming up. The Ghanaian Women's League is also coming up. But you know,
in terms of quality, you can't take it away from Nigeria. We should dominate the CAF Champions League for the women when the competition do start. After all, the bulk of our team, where we used to dominate Alcon for the last 10 editions, majority of them comes from the home scene. So I think with what we've got here, other leagues like Morocco are just coming up.
It's an opportunity for us to create a kind of Al Ahly dynasty in African Women's League because they will catch up. At the point in time, other African leagues will catch up.
Yes, they will catch up, especially with signing Nigerian players to fortify their own sides. And I think just like you said, we should do what Al Ahly have done in the CAF Champions League. That's dominating for a very long time. Exposure for the ladies, more money for the ladies as well, and a little bit of trying to expose women football in Africa. All this will be to the advantage of football at the end of the day.
That's one thing I will not take away from Ahmad, even though I'm not a big fan of him. You know, but he's been able to. He was the one who actually introduced this. It's under Ahmad's tenure that the African Women's Champions League was introduced.
It was always going to come, you know.
So we did without Ahmad.
We have to give kudos to Ahmad for making it come to fruition. So modalities are already on ground. Next season we'll have the first edition of the CAF Women's Champions League. We only hope that a Nigerian side to go out there and make the nation proud.
Well, let's talk about CAF politics. We cannot talk about it. The elections is coming up in March in Rabat in Morocco, and the president himself has been disqualified. He's ineligible to contest the election.
Yeah, he's under 5-year ban from FIFA, although he's run and appealed. So the appeal will be listened to on the 11th. So in case he gets his wish granted or his prayers answered by the court, it means that they have to get another looking at.
It's a difficult one. He has to go to the CAS to appeal that one.
He has appealed, and on the 11th
they'll hear it.
They will hear the case. So
and then when will the ruling come out again?
In case he gets a favorable ruling, he's still in contention for the CAF presidency, but I think the odds are against him. Likes of Anoma who have gotten themselves clear, the 2 Ivorians who have gotten themselves clear,
and the Senegalese FA
are all heads and shoulders. So I think it's an interesting time for African politics. Let's see how it goes.
All right, I'm afraid that's too much we can take on this program. Eval, thank you very much from Garden City. Wonderful time out with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And to our guys, Victor, Hezekiah, thank you very much, right man. Of course, Tammy, thank you very much. And the crew, to the executive producer of the show, Pastor Daphne Gogoabe, the GM of RSTV, thank you very much. I remain yours truly, Sopri Godwin, Jonathan, catch you, keep scoring.